Welcome to DC.
Shay Carter, I'm taking over the world, and I suggest you follow.
DJ Money. Don't get mad, get money.
I'm Max Nathan, and I know what you're thinking. No, really, I know what you're thinking.
DJ Nicola, pinkies up.
Tonight, man, I'm at the #1 party on a Wednesday, a party that I helped started, a party I helped brand. Huxley Wednesdays, DC. Shout out to Logan, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we in here tonight. It's a little bit of top 40, a little urban. I try to, no matter where I spend, I try to play a little bit of everything. So, but tonight is more urban. So we just gonna have some fun. We gonna turn up, man.
So I know I said before that I probably wouldn't necessarily stop by Huxley at DJ Money's event tonight, but actually I'm deciding to go. So I call it a pop-up where you just kind of just show up. You don't really announce yourself. You don't give yourself a heads up. When I was dating him, I had to do pop-ups because obviously in the line of work with him dating and girls being around him all the time, I didn't necessarily ever really announce myself coming to any of his events. I kind of wanted to watch him in his own element and just to make sure he was on his good behavior without me, without him knowing that I was going to be there. So I figured tonight would be what better night to do a pop-up because he didn't really expect me showing up. So I'm headed to Huxley. There seems to be a big line, but I don't really do lines. So I'm headed into the club now to do my famous pop-up on DJ Money and see what he's doing in the DJ booth.
Let's get it going. I definitely was surprised that Jay came through because I thought after dinner, like, I thought we was good. I thought, you know, like, we just probably going to contact each other later. I had no idea she was just going to come and pop up on me, but I don't know. Maybe she missed me or something. I don't know.
So I'm in the booth. Of course, I get there. Like, I kind of like surprise him. I'm behind him. He didn't even know I was there, which is it's always funny to see his expression when he sees me. I will say every time he looks at me, it's almost like he sees me for the first time, which is sweet. But of course, I enter the booth and there are like a million girls standing there. Of course, I'm not intimidated at all by anybody. But of course, they're looking at me like, well, why is he kissing her on the cheek? Or why is he giving her a hug? And I'm like, you don't know who I am? But anyway, so I'm entering the DJ booth, kind of trying to, you know, find my spot in the booth so that I can enjoy the night with him by his side.
I'm drinking. I'm drinking. Oh, I'm drinking rum. I'm Red Bull. And you see, let me heart full. Hands up. I'll get awful like them when they dance, I'll get grappled. And I'm rum. I'm Red Bull. And you see, let me heart full. You want to get awful like them when they dance, I'll get grappled. Start the deal with the flask, cranberry with ice in a glass. I like can't find them in glass. I mean, wanna lick up on me.
She's always good company to have around, and she's always, the energy with her is always great. It's always it's gonna sound really bad. It's always a priority list. Does that make sense? It's always a priority list when it comes to me and the booth. I like the people in general. So regardless of what I do, like I just like the crowd and all of that. But of course, anytime she comes and hangs out with me, somebody's gonna know that she's with me and I know her. Period.
Let's go! It's a lot going on in Huxley. Jay, what up, Jay? My oxygen family, what up, Jay? It's warm, so let's stay somewhere warm, right?
I did enjoy myself that evening, but I have a lot going on. You know, I had the date with him earlier, then I was out with Nicola later that night at her event. So I think I'm gonna call it a night, but I did enjoy the event. It was the typical Wednesday Huxley night event, downtown DC, with people popping bottles and young girls dancing and everyone looking fabulous.
Jay was looking good. Jay was looking good tonight. So when she told me she had to go, I definitely was kind of bummed she had to go. I'm not gonna lie, might end up hitting her once I leave and see what happens.
So today I'm meeting my former assistant, Christina, at the waterfront in Georgetown. Haven't seen her in quite a while, so it should be interesting.
So I kind of knew what you were going to say as far as the assistant thing. I mean, I knew from the beginning that this was just kind of something we did for fun, and it would be fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. That's not really what I wanted to talk to you about. Like, the last time I saw you, was, I guess, Living Social. And I don't know, we had this weird dynamic for like a week, and I brought it up, and then we had this conversation, and you tell me you're so glad we have this conversation, and then I feel like it meant absolutely nothing. Like, as in, I actually opened up and told you how I felt, and then after that, suddenly it's back to cold and busy and distant and everything it was before. So
I started in a new territory, and I have a job that I transitioned into that I'm busy 8 to 5, 8 to 6, and
Christina was my assistant in my magic show, and at some point, I suppose we crossed the line. And from that point forward, I lost both an assistant and a friend, and personal life. Everything kind of collapsed upon itself. So we mixed business and pleasure, which is a pretty bad formula, and the whole thing kind of fell apart.
And I mean, that was to be expected too. I mean, you're moving, you're starting a new job. But I don't know, where do we stand, I guess, is what I'm asking you.
I mean, I don't really think it stands anywhere.
Okay. Why did you come down here? I mean, I know. I don't know.
So at this point, I think Christina's probably had enough of me. She really didn't want to discuss anything I wanted to talk about. She moved away to Philly after Christina got a new job offer and moved away to Philly. But since then, we hadn't really talked about everything that happened, both the fact that she's not my assistant anymore, and nor are we hooking up, or what that ever meant. And I don't think she wanted to hear anything I had to say. Maybe she's kind of hurt or cold or standoffish, defensive. I don't know what the word is, but she wasn't having it.
I really don't. This isn't the place to be talking about. You've said that every single time we've had a drink in our hand. I hate to bring this up right now, and you're bringing it up.
Because we're wasted, and there's a huge difference between being drunk at Huxley and having that conversation in a crowded club, and this is what, the start of my second drink? I'm completely aware of what I'm saying. I don't know. I can't believe that conversation that we had and that night that we had for you was the end of it. Because for me, that was the beginning of it, of us actually being honest with each other. And if I somehow misread that and that was like, just our last night together and that was that, or did something happen since then? Has things changed in your head since then? I don't get it. I don't get it. You had time to think about it, and it's not for you. I mean, I don't know. Because the too late thing doesn't work for me, because we had the conversation and you opened up to me and I opened up to you, and I thought everything was fine and we were finally being honest with each other. I thought that was the point.
Every single time you text me, every single time you contact me after that point, it initiated with men.
I have no shows coming up, and I've asked you to be part of no shows I have coming up, so I don't know how it could be about men. Oh, because I told you how my show was going in Texas? I mean, that's me saying hi, and that's where I am and what I'm doing. It's no different than you mentioning your job. It's not me saying, hey, when are we doing our next show together? That's not what drives me to want to see you. That's not why I wanted you to come down here. I knew that part was over. And I just hope that being honest for once in my life meant something, and it didn't. So be it.
It's not that I didn't mean it.
Welcome to D.